Hello everyone, welcome to Mifratech. Today in this section we learn about a 16x2 LCD display. So this is how a 16x2 LCD display will look like. Here 16 means 16 columns and 2 means 2 rows. So this is how a 16x2 LCD display will look like. So an LCD display, so this is mainly used in order to display anything in your project. So an LCD is an electronic display module that uses a liquid crystal to produce it will produce an visible image. So the 16x2 LCD display is a basic module commonly used in all the projects or different circuits. So the 16x2 translates a display of 16 characters per line and in two such lines. So it has two lines and you can display up to 16 characters in each line. So in the LCD each character is displayed as a 5x7 pixel matrix will be there. So the 16x2 LCD is a name say because as I told it has 16 columns and 2 rows. So there are a lot of combination available as 8x1, 8x2, 10x2. So generally we mostly used it as 16x2 LCD display only. So as it is a 16x2, there are totally 32 characters you can display in this 16x2 LCD display. So what are the different features of this 16x2 LCD module means it has an operating voltage of 4.7 to 5.3 voltage. Generally we will provide a 5 volts DC supply for this. So the current consumption is 1 milliamps without a backlight. So we can display both alphabets and numeric, so like new numbers. So as it is called generally also called it as a alphanumeric LCD display because you can display both alphabets and numbers also. It consists of two rows. Each row has a 16 can print 16 characters. So each character, as I told, it has a built by a 5x8 pixel box. It can work on both 8-bit and 4-bit mode also. So like we can connect four digital output pins in order to display, or we can also use 8-bit also. It can also display any custom generated characters also. It is available in both a green and a blue backlight. So what are the pin configurations, like what are the different pins available present in this LCD 16x2 LCD display module means mainly it has a pin number 1 is the VSS or ground. It is we have to connect to ground of the microcontroller which we are connecting, and next one is the VDD, or you can also call it VCC, that is power supply. This we have to connect, we have to provide a power supply between 4.7 volts to 5.3. Generally we will provide a 5 volts DC supply for this. Next we want, what we have is a VE, this is a contrast. This is in order to like control or in order to set the contrast level of the display. Generally it is also will connected to the ground also. Next we have a register select pin. This is connected to microcontroller in order to shift between the command or a data register. Then next what we have a read write pin. So this read or write pin we generally normally will connect to the ground of any microcontroller. Next we have a enable pin. So this enable pin we have to like connect to the like any microcontroller. This will toggle between 0 and 1 in order to know the data acknowledgement. Next after all these pins, next we have data pins. This is in data pins we have to use in order to display whatever the data we are printing or displaying in the LCD. So we have data pin from data pin 0 to up to data pin 7. There are totally 8 data pins are there. So these are like we can make use of either all the 8 data pins, or we can also make use of only 4 also. After all these 8 data pins, next we have LED positive and LED negative. This is in order to turn on the backlight. So here LED positive we have to provide a like power supply in order to turn on the backlight, and LED negative which have to connect to negative or a ground terminal of the microcontroller. So these are the different 16 pins present in the 16x2 LCD display module. So as I told, this is how 16 pins are present here. So VSS, VCC, VE, RS, that is register select. Next we have read or write, enable, D0 to D7 8 data pins. Then we have LED positive and LED negative. So this is how there will be 16x2. There will be 2 rows here, and 16 columns means 16 characters. Total 32 characters you can display in this 16x2 LCD display, as you can see here. So now we'll see how to interface this 16x2 LCD display to the Arduino Uno. So as mainly it has 16 pins. So all the VCC and ground of both backlight and front whatever we have, that we have to provide it to VCC to 5 volts of Arduino Uno, and ground will normally connect to ground. After that, mainly we are using only out of 8 data pins, we are using only 4 data pins, that is D7, D6, D5 and D4, that we are connected to pin number 2, 3, 4, 5 of the digital pins of this Arduino Uno. So in order to write the data, after that we have to connect the read or write to ground and enable. So enable I have connect to pin number 11 and register select in order to write the whatever data we have to print, that I have connect to register pin number 12, digital pin number 12 of Arduino. As you can see, 11 have connected to read or write like enable pin, and 12 have connected to register select, and enable read or write I connected to ground. So enable 11 and RS register select is pin number 12. So here I have connected a port here. This is in order to control the contrast. So this is the required connection in order to interface 16x2 LCD display to Arduino. Next we will see how to program it. So as I told, first we have to import have to include the liquid crystal means LCD 16x2 LCD module. So has to include liquid crystal.h. After that we have to give the initialize the numbers, like whatever the pins we have connected in the interfacing, that we have to mention here. So const int rs, so register select pin I have connect to pin number 12 of Arduino Uno. So enable pin pin number 11. So D4 I have connect to pin number 5, D5 to 4, D6 to 3 and D7 to pin number 2 of Arduino Uno. So these are the required pins I have connected. So after mentioning that, will call the module now liquid crystal of LCD. So whatever the pins I have connected I am giving here. After that we will set up here. So LCD dot begin, this is in order to print a message to the LCD, we have to begin the LCD as it is a 16 cross LCD. So in the LCD I am printing LCD dot print of hello world have to print. So these are the characters I am printing in the LCD display. So after that we can also this will be printed in the LCD display. We can also set the cursor wherever you want. So I am setting the cursor to column 0 and line 1 here. After that I am also printing like LCD dot set cursor, this will set the cursor. So after that I am printing number of seconds in the since reset happened also, like using LCD dot print of millisecond by 1000. So I am printing whatever the timing reset happened, that timing I am converting into seconds, I am printing in the LCD display. So this is a simple code in order to interface the Arduino Uno and LCD display the Arduino Uno and see the output. So we will see how output will look like. So as you can see, this is how after uploading this code and running my output will look like in the LCD display like this. So I have printed hello world, I have printed the timing in hello second reset happened, last reset that is in seconds also I have printed here. So like this you can connect a 16x2 LCD display in order to display in your project whatever you want to display. So this is a simple way to connect this 16x2 LCD display, where you can display up to 16 total 32 characters, 16 characters in each row. So thank you for watching the video. Thank you.